It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. And it comes your way next.
We're gonna make a play, baby.
On a muggy night here in Houston, Texas, it's a perfect 72 degrees inside NRG Stadium. And we are underway from Houston. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Throughout his career, few have doubted Jameis Winston's ability to throw the football. The concerns, they've always centered around his accuracy and taking care of it. When he makes good decisions on the field, excellent numbers usually result.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's got room. Now he's loose at the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards. And when you draw up a draw play, you want to draw it up like that, right?
Sometimes it takes some fortitude to call that play because if it doesn't work, it's a lot of angry people waiting in the hole for the runner. In this case, it broke free, a big gain.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Throwing, Winston. He's got Njoku over the middle. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be second down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jameis to throw it. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he rifles one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Mixing up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Stroud looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Off the play fake, Winston rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Here's Winston. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And Stroud now to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Stroud out of the gun here. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Here we go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football, and if you're going to throw it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins
from 3 yards out, and the Texans have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Elijah Moore.
75 yards.
And the Browns have regained the lead.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Mixon with a first down carry. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 32. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud to throw it. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A handoff to Mixon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Throwing now is Stroud. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Here's a give to Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And able to get this out to the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
He'll find Hines out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Winston now from the 50.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Stroud.
Dumps it off to Mixon. No gain on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3?
It's complete to Diggs.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
Right back to Njoku.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Working out of the gun, Winston.
Pass caught. He's got Tillman.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. From the gun, Winston. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air again with Winston. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Daniil Hunter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Stroud looking to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Maurice Hurst with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim.
And this returnable for Hines.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. He's going to look deep for more.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
That one complete. It's tanked down.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll run with Mixon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And Stroud now to throw.
And Diggs has it. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Joe Mixon. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Mixon. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Stroud.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Myles Garrett, his second sack of the night. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Hines now on the return.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Winston.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's 2nd and 10.
Jameis to throw it.
This complete to David Bell.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
The best thing that ever happened to Mario Edwards Jr., in my estimation, was moving from defensive end into defensive tackle.
Why is that?
I think he had such good size, but his quickness now is overwhelming when he works inside against guards and centers. And that allows him to make plays as one we just saw there, getting into the backfield and getting a tackle for the loss.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Browns offense and their star running back Nick Chubb getting set to take over once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying, but nothing that they have done has worked so far.
Following the interception, Winston. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now Winston.
Pass complete to Judy on the out route.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They run again on first down, Chubb. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Will Anderson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. He hit his first, this one from 38. Hopkins' kick is good, and that's going to tie us at 13.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back now here on EA Sports. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4.
2nd and 9. Now Stroud. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. So a change of possession here on the punt. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Play fake. Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Azeez Al-Shaair. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And now out comes Houston.
And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Stroud.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the run, it's Mixon. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll give it to Mixon. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Maurice Hurst in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Stroud to throw it.
This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive takes him down the field at 8 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns offense and Jameis Winston set to take over once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb shelling through the defense. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns 1st down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49.
They'll try to throw now. Winston.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Back to Mixon on second down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important third down.
From the gun on third down. Stroud on a slant. Here's Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Stroud. He'll get this to Ogunbowale out of the backfield. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Winston. Completes to Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Right back to Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Here comes second down. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. This will be caught. Judy. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This is 1st and 10. Here's Winston. He's got Njoku over the middle. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Winston to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1.
He's back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.